the needle on the record.
Man Cave Media table now. Coach Sean Thompson, Jacksonville High School, local product who's led the Cardinals since 2018. Is that right?
2018, 2019.
I mean, time flies.
Yeah, that's right.
Built around an aggressive, full-court, man-to-man defensive identity. Coaching staff, that includes his dad, Craig Thompson. Coach Thompson, welcome to the table, brother.
Hey, Steve. Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. So talk about this week so far. We're into day 3. Talk about what you're looking for to get done and build on this week with the Cardinal basketball team, man.
We've got a lot of new faces. We've got 2 freshmen that are on varsity. We have another sophomore that moved in. A couple kids that played JV last year. So we're just trying to mesh and try to get these guys learn how to play hard, learn how to compete. It's obviously a complete different world than middle school or JV or maybe some of the schools they came from. We're just hoping to build some chemistry and, like I said, learn how to compete.
That's awesome. So you built this program like I talk about. Defense dictates offense, aggressive full court defense. How has that identity evolved since you've been here? And also, how do you adjust that style of play when you might run against a team that might be bigger than you? Now, granted, you had some size come in this year,
right? But
talk about adapting your philosophy based on the teams you play. How about that?
We've never had too many bigs. This is the first time with Tay Burney, and I have another big that's out, Kenneth Jones. He's out with a hip injury. So they're 6'5", 6'6", but it's always just been about ball pressure and getting them passing lanes and speeding the game up.
Yeah, you're gonna benefit this year, aren't you? You're gonna have some guys that
a little bit of size.
Yeah, your center Matt Williams played pretty much before you had the kid transferred in last year. Did Matt play?
He played like a stretch full.
Stretch full, yeah.
So he's had to learn how to play bigger and rebound. So we've got some length.
Yeah.
But they just got to be able to play hard at a consistent basis.
Yeah. So 4 days competition. Your legs starting to get heavy and tired. What does that reveal to you about players that you might not see during the season or, during practice?
I think we saw it last night. We played real well against White Oak last night, beating them by 5 or 6. And then this morning, Kinston beats us by 25. Lanny beats us by 30. I think it's learning how to play when you're tired. And a lot of that, I'm not going to use an excuse, but a lot of it is the youth, the freshmen and sophomores. It's how to consistently bring the energy every day. And that goes to practice too, but that's going to be the up and downs of having some young guys. Is they play hard when things are going right.
Yeah.
And you got to do it. If your shot ain't falling, it doesn't matter. You still got to play hard on the defensive side.
So accountability has been a cornerstone of your program. And we talked to a lot of coaches. I talked to a lot of coaches. The standard is the standard. Accountability is part of your standard, man. Players know that. And if they don't buy into playing defense, they're probably not going to see a lot of playing time on the floor. So when a player struggles with that, what's your approach to kind of help them kind of say, hey, knucklehead, or however you talk to them, this is what you got to do, man.
About buying into the defensive side.
Buying into the defense.
I mean, just that bench is probably the best motivator.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's great, man.
Look at like if we had a plus-minus system like the NBA. If you're out there scoring 30,
you might could give a little
less. But some of our guys sometimes aren't the best offensive players. So they've got to earn minutes on either side of the ball. And it's all about effort. I mean, I know DJ Williams is a better defender than maybe the guy next to him.
Yeah.
He's got a football offer to Ole Miss and Florida, wherever.
And, everywhere.
Yeah. I know he's going to be a better defender than the guy next to him, but can that guy next to him, he just put some effort in. Just try. It comes down to trying.
That's awesome.
And it's all effort.
So you mentioned football, you mentioned DJ. Jacksonville, tradition, powerhouse football culture. You got players like you mentioned, DJ, playing basketball as well, and they've tasted that success with the football. How do you harness and take that competitive mentality that they have from the football, and how do you transition that over to not just effort in basketball, but maybe a structured IQ of basketball as well?
This summertime is so important. I mean, because when August starts, we won't see the football guys till sometimes December. So this summer, those guys showing up to this, Josiah Benton, Isaiah Hillary, DJ Williams, the little bit they're doing this summer should carry over. Just keeping them fresh and keeping them kind of around the game a little bit.
And we talked about it last year when I had you on the winter show for basketball kind of kick off. It's tough for you a lot of times, man, because Jacksonville always makes that deep run in the state football playoffs. And so they get in, and you either have to put off games or cancel games, or you might even have to play a couple games without your full squad. So that's tough for you, man. So again, you talked about some freshmen. You talked about some players coming in. Tell me what you think about the Cardinals heading into the season. Where is the biggest opportunity for you guys to grow? So talk about the roster and then talk about where you guys can grow.
I think like we talked about, just playing hard consistently, playing hard every possession, and we gotta. I got to remember they are 14, 15, 16 years old, but not getting so emotional and just letting the game play out the way it may. And I think some guys may have to take lesser roles than they had last year. We have a lot. We do have some depth. I've got 10, 11, 12 guys that I can throw out there. But they just got to know we got to figure out roles. That's the biggest thing. I think if tonight's the last game or by tomorrow morning, we got to figure out what is our role on this team. And then not everyone's going to be the leading scorer, but – there are guys that probably played a lot last year. Now more are going to be like a role player.
So when you leave from here, last game, whether it's today or tomorrow, and you head back and you're done with the camp, what's one thing you will have hoped to have taken away from this camp that you were maybe had something in your head, you were looking to see how something would go? What's one thing?
I know our guard play was a question mark, and I think that has looked not horrible this week. I mean, and when it's gotten bad, it's gotten bad. But Cole Stoliker has had – how many games have we played? 6?
6 or 7.
He's played really well, probably 5 of them, which is pretty good. Declan Radcliffe, again, he handled Laney's pressure this morning, had 1 turnover against our full court. We had 21 turnovers at the team, and Declan only had 1. So I think we're kind of solidifying that guard spot. And, we show what we can do. We beat the way we played against Dixon and White Oak. I think we showed what we can do. We just got to do it every night.
So who's one player besides Tay and besides Matt, because everybody knows him, who's one other player or maybe a couple other players that fans and just folks need to look out for from Jacksonville this coming year?
I think Declan Radcliffe has the potential to be as good of a shooter as there is.
Did he transfer in?
He's a 9th grader.
Ninth grader.
But he's as good of a shooter as there is in Onslow County. He handles the ball well. I think once he gets used to speed, and this is great for him because I don't know. I don't think he's played at this level, and he's handled it pretty well. So I think once he gets up to speed, probably mid-January, he could be pretty special.
That's awesome. Last question, Coach. This season, your team is going to what?
We're going to win more games than last year. Might not be hard to do.
Brother, thank you, man. I appreciate it.